Hello, freshmen. Welcome. In this video today, we are going to read Romeo and Juliet, Act 3 and Act 4. Sorry, Act 4, Scene 3 and Act 4, Scene 4. And let's just get going. So, Scene 3, we're in Juliet's chamber. And remember Friar Lawrence's plan. So this is where she's going to start enacting things. She's already done the thing where she's gone home and told her parents, I'm sorry, and she's being merry and that sort of thing, being happy, giving consent to marry Paris. Now it's bedtime, okay? So we have the nurse and Juliet who come in. Those attires are best, but gentle nurse, I pray thee, leave me to myself tonight, for I have need of many orisons to move the heavens to smile upon my state, which well thou knowest is cross and full of sin. So remember, she has to try and get to sleep alone so that she can, take the poison, the potion, which I found. Oh, there it is. This is just a vial with colored water in it. So don't worry, this is not actually potion or death poison. Don't worry. So she says, her excuse is, I need to pray to God so that I can, get forgiveness of my sins before I get married. So Lady Capulet comes in. What are you busy, ho? Need you my help? Now, when she says, what are you busy, ho? She's not calling Juliet a ho. She's just, it's like, ho, let's go. No, madam, we have called such necessaries as are behooveful for our state tomorrow. So please you, let me now be left alone. And let the nurse this night sit up with you, for I am sure you have your hands full all in this so sudden business. So she says, please let me sleep alone. Take the nurse and let her help you prepare for the wedding. Good night. Get thee to bed and rest, for thou hast need. Gross. So Lady Capulet and the nurse leave. Farewell, God knows when we shall meet again. And we're going to highlight that in orange because this is the last time that Juliet speaks to Lady Capulet and to the nurse. All right, I have a faint cold fear thrills through my veins that almost freezes up the heat of life. I'll call them back again to comfort me. Nurse, what should she do here? My dismal scene, I needs must act alone. Come, vial. What if this mixture do not work at all? Shall I be married then tomorrow morning? No, this shall forbid it. Lie thou there. So she takes a dagger and lies it down on her pillow, right? So we're going to make a comment right here. All right, so we're going to say Juliet prepares to kill herself if the potion doesn't work. So she doesn't know if this is going to work. And so she is going to have a dagger there just in case, because if she wakes up in the morning, she's going to grab it and stab herself. What if the poison which this friar suddenly hath ministered to have me dead, lest in this marriage he should be dishonored because he married me before to Romeo? Interesting idea, right? So she thinks, well, what if this isn't a potion at all, but rather this is poison? What if the friar has given me this because he wants to kill me so that he doesn't get in trouble? He says, I fear it is, and yet methinks it should not, for he hath still been tried a holy man. So she says, I'm worried that this is poison, but Friar Lawrence is a priest, and that would make a pretty bad priest if he was poisoning people and killing people. So we're going to make a comment. So Juliet worries that maybe Friar Lawrence is trying to kill her to get rid of the evidence of his mistake. He shouldn't have married them. Because remember, secret marriage. Only Friar Lawrence and only the nurse know about it. How if when I am laid in the tomb I wake before the time that Romeo come to redeem me? There's a fearful point. Shall I not then be stifled in the vault? to whose foul mouth no healthsome air breathes in, and there die strangled ere my Romeo comes. So she's personifying the vault and saying it's a mouth and she's inside, and there's going to be the stinky breath in there. She's going to die from suffocation before Romeo comes. Or if I live, is it not very like the horrible conceit of death and night, together with the terror of that place, as in a vault, an ancient receptacle, where for these many hundred years the bones of all my buried ancestors are packed, where bloody Tybalt, yet but green in earth, lies festering in his shroud, where, as they say, at some hours in the night spirits resort. She says, if I wake up, that place is going to be terrifying. It's a tomb with the bones of all my ancestors, including Tybalt. And they say that sometimes there's ghosts that walk around. That'd be scary to wake up in, right? Alack, it is not like that I, so early waking, with loathsome smells and shrieks like mandrakes torn out of the earth, that living mortals hearing them run mad. Or if I wake, shall I not be distraught, environed with all these hideous fears, and madly play with my forefathers' joints, and pluck the mangled Tybalt from his shroud, and in this rage, with some great kinsman bone, as with a club, dash out my desperate brains? So she says, I'm going to be so afraid in this place that I'm going to grab somebody's bone and kill myself by hitting myself in the head. Oh, look, methinks. Oh, we got to highlight some stuff, because this is some good imagery, and can show how scary this could be, right? So let's do this. Okay. Oh, look, methinks I see my cousin's ghost seeking out Romeo, that did spit his body on a rapier's point. Stay, Tybalt, stay. All right, we're going to highlight that in blue, because that's one of the famous lines of Romeo and Juliet. And we're going to make a comment next to it. So this is what we call Juliet's second vision. See, I told you that she was going to have another one. All right, so she sees someone trying to kill Romeo. Now, we have to make sure that we understand this, because here she thinks it's Tybalt. She says, I see Tybalt running after Romeo, trying to kill him with a sword, right? But the problem with this play is in some Shakespeare's plays, there are actual ghosts and spirits, and there's witches, and there's magical things. Romeo and Juliet, there's not, right? Romeo and Juliet is a very realistic play. There's no ghosts, there's no witches, there's no spirits. There is fate, but there's none of that other stuff. So if she's seeing Tybalt's ghost, it's not really Tybalt then, okay? So she thinks she sees Tybalt, but it's really someone else she sees, right? So she thinks that it is Tybalt, but it isn't. I'm going to tell you right now, it is someone else. So all these visions that she's having will come true. So at some point before the end of the play, Romeo is going to be chased by someone trying to kill him with a sword, right? Romeo, I come, this do I drink to thee. All right, so then she falls upon her bed within the curtains, and now she's asleep. She drank the potion, and now she's sleeping. That part of the plan taken care of. Okay, so go ahead and do your after readings annotations. We do have futility of fighting fate, and we have light and dark in this scene. So look for those lines. And then let's go ahead and scroll down to scene 4 and just talk really quickly about scene 4. So scene 4 is more setup. Remember, she sent Lady Capulet and the nurse is going to help her. They're setting up for the wedding tomorrow, and they have the servants, and they're making food and stuff. We are skipping this scene because you don't need it at all. It's a filler scene, and it's a waste of our time to read it. So we're not going to annotate this scene. We're not going to do during annotations. We're not going to do after. We're just going to skip it entirely. And I'm sure you appreciate that. So next time in the next video, we will go ahead and finish Act 4. And then we just have one more act to do. All right. Make sure you make those annotations. Bye.